I have been talking. Hello. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? I don't know how much did I get captured on the first one, but I am just gonna keep on going and talking. Just a really quick recap. Create a template so that you can use. I can use it for other projects that are 2D Godot game projects. Quickly set things up and get onto the things that we need to get onto. Right? For beginners, I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing. That's the trade-off, right? You're like, oh my gosh, you're just gonna get overwhelmed with a bunch of things, right? You're drinking from the firehouse, right? Because you're just gonna be completely unfamiliar with the structures and the settings. um and that being said, right, since you're gonna be unfamiliar, definitely would not recommend doing this templating aspect until you're actually kind of familiar with the with how the game works, right? How do you create a game, that process, right? Or the basics of a game. So with that being said, right, let's go back and jump back here. Okay, so we're going to have to create a HUD, the heads up display. And what I'm going to do is I'm really going to create another itch.io, and it's going to be a blank diagram. It's going to be on the Google Drive. Got Phoenix, Project Phoenix, HUD. Right, and this is something that I kind of learned when I was in the I guess in school. So we want to page setup. Okay, do customs. Okay, so we have our game was 11:52 by, right, what is it, right? Project settings 11:52. Excuse me. Oh gosh. Oh, let's see, window. There we go. So 11:52 by 6:48. Okay, so going back here, I want to go ahead and do this by 6:50, 6:58. Oh, points. No. Okay. Not inches, millimeter. Okay, it's kind of whatever at this point. The point is, right, we want to go ahead and create what it would look like in a kind of a quick sketch form. So imagine, right, now sometimes when you actually are talking about, you want to drop a diagram, right? You want to draw some designs out so that you can kind of see, a basic sketch of what the UI looks like. Well, I mean, if you're working with a bunch of folks who are not within your neighborhood, or within your state or within the area that you live in, you're gonna have to use some tools like Draw.io, or some tools that you can easily kind of show. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just create the basic design of what I would envision for my game to be looking like, right? And the reason you want to do it like this way, is so that you don't spend so much time programming it out, and then next thing you know, it's like, I didn't really want I didn't really want it to look like this. And if you get too deep, then you probably have to start over, right? And it's gonna be kind of tiring. Imagine, right, you want to design a car. Well, they're not gonna let let you build it out per se. Won't build the car out, because it costs money, right? Material costs is things. In our case, right, it costs time. So, let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so a couple key things I need to have in here are, like, need to decide, right, whether or not are we going to have HP, or health, right? Are we going to go with lives, or health bar. And I think we're kind of some of the things that we've been more interesting is if we go with kind of a health bar, some sort of health bar, right? Because the other part of this is that we will want to have a shield bar. And so having health, so why do we want to have that, right? Because in a very tough game, right, you kind of you have to balance between allowing the player to, I mean, there's the hardcore, right? But our core tenet again, right? That's why I'm referring back to this actual little mind map that I created. What is it that we need? Uh, who are we going to be targeting this for? And sure, but Charles, you can say something like, Charles, yeah, that's true, but you never know about what the customer really wants to play, and that is true itself, right? It's two truths that may seem to be contradicting each other, but that exist at the same time, right? I guess you can say it's like an irony, right? 100% for sure, right? I mean, I'm going to say this up front. I haven't studied this. I just haven't, I didn't do the market research, the BA, what's the indie game field is like. I didn't do any of that research, and there is a reason why I didn't do that, and that's because one, right? I don't want to scare myself, right? We don't want to be paralyzed by so much analysis, right? I mean, truth to be told, I would love to make shit ton amount of money. I would love to make tons of money, right? Make the next Lethal Company, make the next Hollow Knight, right? Make the next, maybe Flappy Bird as well, right? Addicting, raking the monies and call it the quits. But I just build more other games, right? But I don't think that should be the case. That we should have that kind of mindset, because one, I'm a novice. I am not an artist. I am not a game developer, and so I should temper my expectations. But that being said, it doesn't mean that I shouldn't try my best, right? Try my best and see where it lands, right? Sure, you might become the next. I might become the next so and so who created a XYZ game. That's great, but it's a first step, right? And we want to make a very good first step or steps, but I think we wanted to make sure that we're hitting our objectives. Our objectives are tempered, and we will build upon that as we learn, right? And I think the next critical thing is just getting something out there and really see, because we can make all the theories, conjectures, opinions of what works, what doesn't work, right? But but I mean, that is, yeah. I mean, your folks can be 100% right. Like I said, oh, we shouldn't be doing this because it's going to do this X, Y, Z. Yes, but again, the expectation is right. I'm a new developer. We're building something, and sure, we want to get it right, but we have to accept the risk of not necessarily getting it right. But in this whole endeavor, right? Sure, we waste time, and we're not necessarily gonna get, the ka-ching ka-ching dollar bills, But I think this is probably what could be the step for me to, see how this indie game development process works, right? Because once you gain that experience, the experience of just going through the whole process one time, at least one time, you get so you can. There's just some things that facts, um, facts, data, data can tell you, but you can't. But experiences is something that you kind of you live through it. You engage with your five senses, maybe multiple senses. You can even sense, like, hey, this just doesn't look right, right? That understanding and having that foresight, because you have the experiences, is what's going to build upon your foundation, you know. So, yeah. So game. So we wanted to be challenging. We wanted to be narratively engaging, and I thought about at least with the HUD design, right? We wanted to have kind of two health bars, one for health bar and one for shield bar, right? And reason why we kind of wanted to, but we wanted to, I guess you can say here, put some text. Health bars cannot, and we could do a play testing, right? Can only be healed within between levels. So in a bit of a way, if you play, any of those like Halo, like you're the Master Chief, right? You have a shield bar, but you also have a health bar or health aid. I don't quite remember, but right, your shield can be rechargeable. So rechargeable, but takes damage first, right? And so what my thought is that, hey, we have this health bar and shield bar, then we can actually do some put some enemies in. We could add more challenges so that the player, in one sense, can be really overwhelmed, right? As we build on that, the player has to kind of think, okay, I'm gonna have to gun it through this whole place, right? Fight a bunch of enemies, make it hard, right? Hard but engaging, right? The third one is kind of where I think I took a little bit of an inspiration from. Really, here, probably go put that A here. Probably an energy bar. Energy bar for ultimate, so special moves, right? And let's say, hey, bar for special attack. And the reason why I want to do a special attack is because I feel like if you do have more variations, then variations allow for some degree of creativity, but at the same time, it allows for more tougher enemies, right? If you so for example, a game like was it 1984? I think there's one of the arcade but futuristic, top down fight jetter. I think was a Thunderbird or something like that, but I don't quite remember. Point is that they could use the special bombs, right? Special bombs which clears the map. I want to kind of create more variations so that players can get that varieties, right? We can create gunfighting patterns where the player is then really forced to go ahead and either choose have the shield bar eat all of it, or an energy bar to to attack. And I think energy bar, and we could always just put a note in here: recharges by defeating enemies. Right? Recharges by defeating enemies. Yeah, because I mean, if you just with 2D side scroller, you are incentivized. The players are incentivized to go ahead and actually attack the enemies, right? You just dodge the enemies, but we're essentially going to have bosses, and we're going to have mid-level bosses. Maybe it's probably better if I do this. Actually, let me go ahead and do one more thing. And it's okay if you're kind of bouncing around within your ideas. As you're creating this alone, because new ideas will come whenever they are, right? And so, the one thing I kind of want is Mega Man 0. Oh, actually, yeah, Mega Man 0. I am going to copy. Just gonna do copy image. Put it here, and this artist is really good. So a couple inspirations: Mega Man 0. I picked Mega Man 0 as source of inspiration because they have the different special attacks, including Mega Man X, right? Mega Man X as well. I was a big fan of playing Mega Man games, and it was challenging, and I think these two, especially, it has a lot of variations that makes the game actually pretty really darn fun. So I mean, you got like stuff like this, super. I mean, and yeah, you have a kind of bit of a Super Metroid-esque. Ooh, here's a good one, right? And yeah, sure, Super Metroid, Metrovania, blah blah blah. Here, I'm gonna put. Oh, okay. Why are you not? Oh, come on. Turret and the final boss. Copy image. Here we go. Right. See, you got its own energy bars, right? But there's just a lot of stuff that you could kind of do, and with especially their HUD. And you know what? I might think about this, but Super Metroid, its art design obviously for back then, it's nuts and it's crazy, and sure, it's pixel art, but I don't want to go ahead and create just pixel art with the face is really blurred, right? I want to try to create a game where it's a good impression, right? In other words, I kind of want the game to be a little bit more sexy, right? More sexy, more bang for the bucks, right? I want players to come in and just get to know who I am, right? Um, what's a really popular 2D side scroller? Popular 2D side scroller shooter games. Okay, yeah, sure, Hollow Knight, and you know what? This one, I kind of wanted a little bit more serious-esque-ish. You know, so this is some nice, good design. The HUD. Um, what else? You know what? I want to do a classic 2D Terra. What's this one? Oh, Mega Man. We got Mega Man X, right? Started a whole 2D platformer type of game. Ooh, okay. Oh, so scroller side shooter beat them up. I'm not quite too sure. Not quite too sure. Um, but ooh, there, this one, and I'm gonna copy this image because I think that the team who's designed Metal Slug really cement this as a really fun game. And the inspiration for this, I mean, look at the way they design like the enemies, right? It's sure it's wacky, but I think what we can do is do something similar. You utilize the environments to go ahead and fight. You know what? Metal Slug, Battleship. This one, right? When you're fighting Big Shia Metal, is that what it's called? Oh, yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna copy this image. I don't like it. Come on, gimme. Okay. Original variant. Okay. Two. Copy image. Oh my goodness. Okay. You don't really. Okay, save image as. Oh, WPL. Okay, screw it. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Right. You see, like, right, insert coin. Right. These are the things that, the kind of games that I wanted to go ahead and make. That fits within our narrative. Right. Right. We really. Okay. You know what? This is fighting me too much. Right. And so this is kind of where, and I'll be honest, like I'm kind of leaving the art last because there's a lot of work to be done if we want to keep the art last, right? And so, right as in right now, I'm trying, you know, I'm kind of trying to create a unifying theme so that when we are actually going to make our 2D shooter game, with spaceships and flying, we're going to make it, the art needs to be there, right? And it needs to be challenging and difficult. And I'm going to make it such that it's narratively engaging. So now going back to this, right? So we got to figure out right now, what does the heads-up display is going to look like, right? And I'm thinking, well, maybe we could have some shield bars here, energy bar here, and I don't know, perhaps I kind of would love it if we can show like the the faces, and this kind of goes hand in hand with um, the game. Um, Actually, you know what? I need to. One more thing I need to add here is Star Fox, Super Nintendo. Right? Oh man, this one. Yeah, yeah, this one. I have seen a game on itch.io for Pirate Software's Game Gen that was called the ICBM. I cannot. ICBM. ICBM. Ah, shoot, I forgot what it is. But the point is, he's not. The world is a bit like more like spherical. But your point is to not try to, destroy the world, right? But that's a different one. I'm gonna put here as a kind of a source of inspiration. And with this inspiration, I love it how, in the original Star Fox, right? You can actually you have your shield bars, you got your, I guess, your bombs, and maybe this is your firing rate, but you also can utilize your allies. I'm definitely thinking about adding allies within my game, um, and just create more variety. And so, that being said, um, maybe I could definitely add the player in here, perhaps. Player. Um, I wish I could give me just a headshot of somebody. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Oh, and trust me, right now we're just trying to flesh out some ideas of what what this game would look like. And so, I'm gonna say this. Players says, I'm gonna say players is face. Main protagonist face. Yeah, probably. Oh. You know what? Nope. I'm gonna delete this, and let me go ahead and add this in here. And folks, just feel free to ask me any questions within the chat. Questions, even things like, how's life and whatnot. So, you know, I won't definitely, I promise I won't bite. Um, yeah, we could probably shift this up in here. And now, let's say we got our game space in here, right? And in my game, pull up a game, we have our space in here, and the enemy pauses. We're pausing the game right now, but the enemy is somewhere in here. Okay, so you probably will want to take care of this. Maybe push the enemy down here. We have to see. Right. Okay, so, but you know what? Let's go back. Go back here. I'm thinking about converting this over to line. Nope, not rounded. Perhaps if we're going to have allies, right? I'm thinking we're going to need some, perhaps, I don't know. Oops. Oh, golly. Let's go zoom in. Something that allies even smaller. Something like that. Maybe put a text name called some special support. Yeah, support attack A. Support attack A here. Support attack B, right? And then support attack C. And I'm I'm gonna I want to put it all the way to the edge of the corner, but can I actually limit background change? Okay, right. Have something like this, right? You know, so then as the player, then you can kind of see, oh, okay, you know what do I have, and what's kind of going on. Well, I mean, who's there who could be my support, and this will create like more different variations of, who's you know who's could be good, viable for strategies, um, right? So, and if I do this, you know what? Okay. You know what? Let me go ahead and dig for a sprite that I had made before. Let me see where it is, because I've created a sprite, for essentially for my original game, but I just never really finished it, and it's I don't know how to say it, but it's kind of where it's more difficult. It's just that I never really took the time to go ahead and finished it. But here we go. Let's see. Maybe character one. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's not that. Okay, nope. This one. Okay, where is it? Oh man. Okay. Here we go. Right. Yep. So the thing I designed, with one as a sprite. I think I used the sprite maker online, but yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna use this as like a demonstration, just to kind of see things how they are. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do actually one more thing. I'm not a fan of how they kind of are structuring this. And so, and the reason I'm not a fan of how they're structuring this is because, I need to know the limit, because what I want to think about doing is, okay, you know what? Send all the way to back. Okay. I kind of don't want to bring it forward. You know what? I'm gonna just lock it. Arrange lock. Okay. So, oh, okay, that doesn't work. Oh my gosh, I am struggling fighting this thing. Okay. Oh come on. Okay, if we do this, okay, copy the whole thing, right? There we go. So, what's going to likely happen is if we move, yeah, just a little bit forward here, right? I kind of wanted to move this a little offside, and just show that, hey, this is you know this is the game. Maybe use the top left side of the HUD. But let me think here. I mean, energy shields. I'm not a fan of like this switching, like click click click, switch switch switch. Um, Let me see. Metal slug HUD. Hmm. Well. Metal slug HUD. Okay. So they don't, let's just say, um, off limits a lot of things. But, yeah, I mean, you pick up power ups and all that fun things there. So, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna go with the metal slug, you know, HUD design. You know what? Let me look at the um, game Metroid Prime HUD. It's with an actual visor, right? Yeah, in 3D, so it kind of makes sense. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Um, so, and I mean, let me see. You know what? Star Fox HUD. Oh, oh, what is this? Oh. Super Nintendo. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you know what? This might be kind of nice. We could have a little HUD in here showing on the bottom. Have the player's face, and then perhaps you can probably also have so as in like some text, right? Yeah. Say something like, "Hey, analyze chatter." You know. And maybe You know what is it? Mega Man X dialogue. Okay, no, I don't want to do. I kind of want. Okay, you know what? Maybe not Mega Man X, but probably 0. Sure, I mean you're gonna have multiple of it. I don't know. I'm still debating about this. Actually, I'm having even push this all this way up. Oh, come on. Serious? Okay, you know what? Screw this. You know what? I'm going to delete that, delete this, delete this, delete that. Perhaps also 2, 3. And it's probably going to not take so much space. Yeah, some support, special attack, and whatnot. So we can give more space, really more space for whatever conversation that needs to appear, whatever the whatever the situation's kind of been going on, right? So I I mean, if I'm going to draw the spaceship to be this big of a size, let's take a look. Text size. Let's see if it's 64 by 32. Right. I mean, I guess we can. Huh. Maybe they can go into cinematic view. So then we can then focus in on the conversation. And I know, man, probably we can write down something like Probably this one. This. Yep, bring it up. We can then add cinematic line. I really love metal solid. Right. Or I guess you could say this like the cutscene. Probably let's call it the cinematic line. I really have no better word. But the cinematic line. Right. Cinematic line. Below our black transition. Yeah. Metagears, and you know what? Homeworld. Yeah, they narrow it down to kind of give that cinematic line, or at least it shows as a transition for, you know, some sort of dialogue engagement. What? I am. Ooh, this might be an inspiration. Oh my gosh, seriously? Am I going to seriously just be getting like just links for this? Oh, man, it's really frustrating. You know what? Screw this. This is what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Copy. This is just inspiration stuff, man. Yeah. Kind of like the cinematic line. Yeah, give it some sort of cinematic line. Hey, you know what? Let's go back to style. No, I guess kind of a good UI design. Oh, come on. Okay, so they're gonna have the actual voices. I'm not. But maybe just the character's face was actually good enough. Well, I don't know. Probably one thing's for sure is that we probably will want to leverage align to the front. Probably not some text yet. Don't fill. Now do fill. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should just fill it. I'm not sure. Actually, on the okay, so make amends here. Right. Okay. So the and so maybe this is actually getting to the part where I have to create the story. It's kind of I kind of want to make the character the silent protagonist. But so Okay, why do we want a dialog box? You know what? If there's gonna be a silent protagonist, yeah, what's the point of having a dialog box? Right? You know, dialogues is great for engaging narrative, but I think a lot of people are gonna skip over it. Too much dialogue box. I even sometimes for myself just like fast reading dialogue boxes. And I think it's probably better to leave. I'm gonna probably put this. It's a big butt sign. Show, don't tell. Yeah, dialog box at this point. I mean, what does it usually? What can it serve? Right. What can it serve? And that's kind of think where Metal Slug is actually pretty good about it. Right. They show it, but they don't tell. Actually, and I think audience would prefer for the player to not have the dialog box. And so we're going to tell a story. I'm really going to have the player figure out what's the story going on. Why? No. Okay. Perhaps. I think we can have the. We can still have the. Actually, no. We can still have the dialogue story. But I think what we're gonna do is, yeah, we still have the protagonist. Man, so that's why kind of makes this one that's more difficult, actually, right? Because we're going with the silent protagonist, right? Dismiss it. Okay. So we want to design the protagonist, right? But you know, are we gonna have allies? And usually your allies will be the one who's kind of it talking, right? Or that they don't have to be allies per se. I guess the question is, what is my theme? Not from a game perspective, but from the story theme, right? What? And I think it's kind of really, it's difficult. You have a silent protagonist, right? Probably mysterious. Oh. Ooh, okay. Man, me telling about this on the stream is actually going to be... But me showing this on the stream is going to be... It's going to ruin the surprise. But I think that overarching story can actually work. A mysterious story. Projects onto player. Yeah, player projects onto the player and its interaction. Oh man, this is gonna be, this is really gonna be the fun part. And that's why I think for me, I kind of enjoy more of the story designing rather than like to look at the game design. But you know, I have to understand the mechanics of it. I think it's gonna be a pretty... I think the game should be... No. Oh my gosh, I can't write this out. I cannot write this out. So the reason why I'm kind of having a hard time trying to figure out what the HUD is because, or the dialogue system is because, like, you, if there's no going to be a dialogue, then why would you need it? Right? Why would you need a dialogue? Okay. Okay, so we'll need our characters, right? Assign the protagonist. Some female crew, and maybe. You know, actually, to be quite honest, I am really glad right now the first hour is past, because folks don't really look into the whole entire stream that's like 3 or 4 hours long. They don't. They just like, oh, okay, whatever, you know, it's probably just jabbering, blah blah blah, you know. But to kind of be on the safe side, I kind of wanted the story is going to be mysterious, right? The player needs to figure out what out surrounding mysterious. Yeah. Let's just say the 5 W's. No. You know what we're definitely gonna need? You know? Yeah, so we still keep the dialogue system in. Yeah. So then story will slowly Okay. Okay. I don't know. I feel like maybe I am giving a bit away too much. You know? Yeah, and I feel like maybe. But yeah, I think we're gonna keep them. This is probably a full game. Here. Probably this is better if I save this. Oh, come on. Are? Oh, come on, really? Oh. You know what? I should probably go ahead and do another one. Here. What is it? Copy. And copy of the full story. Right. You know what? Probably just say, hey, characters, silent protagonist. You know, probably store demo. Probably fights with different enemies. So yeah, we're gonna have to say the main win condition. A main players will show up and defeat the main player. Excuse me. Lose if screen so migration of a protagonist is defeated. I'm probably gonna have 2 bosses. Mid-level boss. 2, 1. Yeah, this is probably it for the story. Okay, so now going back to the HUD. You know what? Here, let me go and just pause this music because I kind of want to get a better understanding. Okay, let me just take a look. Okay.
Do you need a free?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Cool. Okay, you want maybe I need to. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. All right. So, I guess Mega Man X does introduce the boss through some special effects, but also, you know, a signature move. But I think I'm going to 0. Okay, Capcom. Okay. An interesting boss mechanic. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. So zero does not talk. The way that zero does it is like it introduces the boss fight, but it doesn't do much of the talking. Zero does some dialogue text box, right? So okay, this game cannot be recouped. I'm not gonna replicate it, but I think it's some good storytelling aspect of it. Hmm. You know what? Here, probably a better theme. Kind of a better theme. Oh man, it's like I'm trying to like. I think what's kind of hard is that I'm trying to hammer out what kind of game design there's gonna be. And usually, like in a game jam, you can't really necessarily. You cannot come up with a good decision quickly, or you have somebody who's or everybody else seems to be playing so many games that they are quite opinionated, and that kind of brings me to kind of some thoughts. Uh, and the reason I kind of have some thoughts is, well, I mean, I think we settled in on the health bar, uh, energy bar, and energy shield, right? And I don't think I want to really necessarily hold the player's hand. I kind of want the player to figure it out on their own, right? Um, so so what does that mean, right? What does that mean? Well, so I mean, if they're gonna have to figure it out, but we're not a platformer. That's the thing. So this game story is like the enemies are gonna come. Enemies are gonna come, and you're gonna try to kind of figure out what are the controls. And I think a lot of the complaint is gonna be where I think kind of the complaint is gonna be where we're not guiding the player enough, right? You and with Mega Man X, there's only like the controllers, right? But with just four buttons. So they just would need to figure out from four buttons. But in our case, it's that we have keyboards. Okay. I don't want to really necessarily tell them, like, oh, okay, shoot, right? I want them to kind of discover it themselves. So I'm trying to figure a way how we can tell them to shoot and like all what all these stuff means, if you know, if because if it's complicated, right? And so how could we onboard the player? I think the biggest problem right now is like I need to really think out how to onboard the player. Um, because in platformers, it's really easy to let them know, right? It's really easy to let them know because you can weave it into a story, right? As part of your tutorial. Man, I think this is a bit difficult. I'm going to have to think. I'm really just going to think about it. Um, well, I guess what it again, it's kind of like what's the best foot for how to put my foot forward, right? Um, hmm. Hmm. Okay. So I imagine the main sequence is gonna be ships get catapulted from the ship is this fighter is gonna get catapulted. A catapult animation is gonna get catapulted. Um, you want level starting sequence. Uh, Fighter ship gets cat catapulted into space. Um, or maybe I know that we probably would want it like this for draft one. But what if I don't even know about the cinematic line either. Maybe we do it like this way. Um, Maybe we do it this way. Oops. Probably maybe in the middle. Health bar. And perhaps rather than stacking it up front, right? We could then perhaps stack it in a way utilizes bottom space. Utilizes bottom space. And instead oh gosh. utilize this bottom space if I can. There we go. There you go, sir. Okay, let's. And here, so I'm gonna do this whole bottom portion. It's gonna go to the back. Send to back. Right. Kind of want it. You know. And maybe just maybe, you know, nah, I don't know. Okay, obviously maybe smaller. Maybe, you know, yeah, smaller. And maybe, I don't know, a person's head. Something like that. Um, a person's um, person's head. Because I think we want to utilize this whole space here. I don't know. I'm gonna probably put like a half person. Yeah. How does this look? Because right now you kind of have your old traditional, top bar showing there, but it's just right? Common used. The designer in me is like, oh gosh, what have I done? But if I can kind of narrow this. G. Like, I don't want to block this top portion off. It's gonna limit my ability to kind of use the 3D space in the front, back. Okay, and then actually, here, let me delete this. So it's like this. And design choices right now is actually pretty. It's a little bit challenging. It's a little bit challenging, and I'm trying to figure out, perhaps, I don't know, this could be small square boxes, a weapon selection. Yeah, maybe. Maybe 4. But guessing how many counts of them. Yeah, I'm guessing how many counts of maybe your basic attack. Okay, you know what? Let's take a look. Diverse. Okay. I just want to take a. So I kind of guess I can do a bit of guess I can do something here. So what is it I'm trying to do, right? So I'm trying to figure out. So my dilemma right now is, since it's going to be a first demo, you know, we don't want to necessarily introduce too many complicated things in here. But at the same time, there is a, how would you say it? There is an inherent, like, you know, people are gamers, and you know, they kind of understand. Hey, there's just some sort of indicators of where things are. So I'm I think we're probably going to can skip this. You know, probably could. I was thinking that you probably could do something like this or this. Don't know why 6 seems to be quite a bit too much. You know what? Let's go with 4. Let's go with 4. And if we go with 4, my thought was that perhaps, you know, we can do something. Yeah, we probably don't even need this. Have it freely interact. And it's because, you know, like unlike other games, right, we're locking in the character. Um, I having the enemies that are able to go through this part is probably not so great, right? Or so. Maybe do it like this way. Hey, here's your four things that you have. Energy bar, shield bar, gonna be low. We can then do something. I kind of want to cover the bottom. You know, cover this whole bottom. Right. Right. But we still maintain their attention. So this is actually not bad design. We still maintain their attention. And so okay, let's see it like this. So they have an energy shield bar, whatnot, right? And this line, this mysterious line, I guess you could call this, what do they call this? Cinematic black line. Probably not going to be the cinematic black line, because we're not necessarily going with the talking, the dialogue system, right? Actually, let me. Yeah, Super Metroid or Metroid Prime allows the player to explore. I wonder if we can, because this one is a bit like, I'm going to show you how this works, or you know, we're putting in with puzzles. This one is where just enemy appears, right? And we want to give it one level of just, you know, what are the enemies, what the player can do. And I think we could probably do a little square icon thing, but like 1, 2. Ooh, this would be good. This is be good. This is be good. Jeez, I can't speak right now. Gosh. And this is like. So I'm playing, right? Yeah, probably gonna WSDR. So we have a thing called a primary and secondary weapon. Maybe, maybe not. Oh. Because I kind of want to fill this bottom space. Yeah, I want to fill this bottom space up. I mean, yeah, I mean, kind of they have stuff that you kind of fill in with the bottom space already. Here, Supermetric already kind of fills up the top space. So in a way, I'm thinking, yeah. So anyway, will spawn from here. From, oops, not here. From this line. Line jump, screw it. So they're going to be spawning from that that line. Well, yeah, I mean, 2D side-scroller shooting game, it's much easier because it's, you want to maybe it's good for me to kind of get some 2D side-scroller shooter. I think what's kind of a bit difficult right now is like, what else can I fit in here that's like, that would kind of fill up the bar space, right? Personally, I don't want to, copy Super Metroid's UI design. I think it's a little bit clunky, in my opinion, but what else would be a good HUD as well? Oh God, wait, what is this? Okay, yeah, I mean, they kind of got that. You know what? 2D scroller HUD design. Okay, I mean, there's this aspect. Guns. Okay, oh, what's this one? No. Okay, I mean, you know what? Here, let me take a look. Classic. Oh, wow, okay. Wow, this is their old one, huh? Huh, Celeste. Nice to... Let me take a look. Oh. Oh, yeah, they don't have... They don't... Celeste definitely gets a platformer, right? 100%. Um, top view. Game classic. You know what? Cuphead. We could definitely look at Cuphead. I mean, I guess when we play this game, you do have a scoring point aspect of it. Oh yeah, and you have this as well. So, you know what? Let's take a look. What's it? UI game database. Oh, oh, okay. Wow, this is actually very nice. Porky. Oh, okay. So, let's see. You know what? Themes. Spy, Vikings, genre, action, God, casual, flying. Okay. Kind of need some inspiration at this point. Oh, oh, jeez. Oh man, nope. Definitely not flying. You know what? I always heard about elite, dangerous. Oh, yeah, okay. That's really nice HUD, but again, you're working in 3D, so Probably futuristic. Management flying. Story novel. Not gun shooter. So I'm guessing would be action. I guess top down. Oh, okay, hyper light drift. I guess, like, I don't necessarily have to, right? I don't necessarily have to keep on doing like this way. You know, I could probably, here, let me group this, because I think this is really nice, actually. Gives me, you know, so I was thinking, I think it's okay if the enemy spawns below. Well, I mean, this is more of a room-esque-ish design. Ooh, nice calip. Oh, wow. This is very nice. Oh. Okay. That's... It's very minimal. And I can definitely see... I mean, I could do the classical top right. But do they have something? Show all games. Camera. You know what? Game here. Let me take a look. So I'm guessing like today, coming up with the HUD design is actually much more difficult than I expected. So I definitely apologize for not being able to get to the creation of this. Um, I mean, what can I do? What can you expect? What can I do about it, right? Kind of brand new, or just sure. I mean, sure, some knowledge, you know, but that's kind of like I don't know much about game and whatnot. So, game top down shooter. And that's the thing. Top down. What is it called? Top down view starship game. Let's take a look. Oh. Oh, well then you get to control. Oh, well, you get to control. Am I really limiting myself to doing? Oh. You know what? Let me. Oh, okay, dude, that looks fun. But I'll find out a duel. Star Vortex. I mean, I guess I could take.
When the temperature drops, you've got two choices. Close your eyes and think warm thoughts, or open your eyes.
Ads.
There's only one vehicle lineup that embraces everything
Okay.
the cold has
Cool.
to offer.
State Farm.
It's a star.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you still get to move across, huh? Not World RPG. Top-down scrolling. Top-down view. My gosh, scrolling. Neo Space Dragoon. Oh, nope, wrong one. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, like this, yeah. Arcade. Oh, so an okay. Arcade game. Top down shooter. Akarian. Okay. Let me just take a look. What they're talking about. Oh. Oh, okay. Wow, interesting. Tank 3. Oh man, I used to remember. Oh my goodness. Oh, so it's. Oh, what is the term for continuous top scrolling game? Vertically scrolling, a vertical scroller. Vertical scroller. Oh my gosh. This one. Oh snap. Okay, I did not play this one. Wow. Namco, huh? So let's go ahead and keep on scrolling. So yeah, they really only have 1 HP. Alpha X2. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. Wow. this is the era before I was even born, man. Oh, oh man. I think the one I actually really enjoyed playing was not okay. Gun Frontier, Ghost Pilot. Oh, okay. Yes. So this. Thanks, son. Okay. My thing is definitely a side scroller one, but bows. Okay. So so I gotta make a decision about whether or not, right? Whether or not, yeah. How the heck am I gonna fit this in? And 4 seems to be a good optimal number, right? Especially if you're gonna play with the keyboard. Oh, actually. Well, let's not make it too complicated. Um, I know I said earlier how we want to give them a variety, but if we give too much variety, that's too many controls and not enough time to react. So, my thoughts are. My thoughts are maybe I can even do this. Health bar, energy bar. And if I'm playing this game though, right? I wonder if I should put this on the top or on the bottom. Decisions, man. And of course, this probably will get truncated down. We will probably see the never-ending light of this guy. Or, yeah, you know what? Okay, best down, top down, right? Vertical, horizontal. Alien hominoids. Oh. And Gladius. Let me take a look. Ooh. Okay. This can definitely give me some good ideas. Oh, man. Konami. You know what? I'm gonna.
After going through all the.
Okay. So.
Pay attention this time.
Okay.
Oh, well, I could have just.
Okay. 1999. Shoot 'em up. Shoot them. Shoot 'em up. Delirious. Right? Oh, R-type final. Here we go. R-type. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, I mean, they're utilizing the back channel. I'm not a fan of these 3D art games. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Zero Gunner. Oh man. I think we'll get too much. Oh. Okay. I mean, the name sounds really nice, but I guess I was wrong. You know what? Best. Oh. Shoot 'em up games. Okay. So my game is a shoot 'em up games. Yep. And this is kind of what I said earlier. Is that, oh man, I really like. I never. I guess it's like it just. It's kind of like the difference between has and have nots. You know, I definitely didn't have. You know these. Honestly, this type of game. Um, Growing up, I mean, I usually just like I was never really much of a gamer until I got my first GameCube, and the game I was just playing was Smash Bros. Melee. That was it. That was my because like I don't know, I kind of grew up. Yeah, sure, you know, I might have like torrented or some games playing the GBA or the VBA, a Virtual Boy Advance. I did play those, but it's at home, but never really like you know as an arcade and hanging out with people. So yeah, yeah. So this is quite a bit interesting, but quite nice UI. Some of the UI designs, though. I mean, ooh. I guess we could put a time component in there. Oh yeah. And I guess you can play with two people as well. Uh, so, hmm. So I guess we can. I know. Oh, come on, come on. Yeah. I guess we can probably shove this down. Probably give it a nope. Ellipses, a circle. You know, with this guy to front. Ooh. Some poor souls. Can probably do. Oh, come on, come on. Here you go. And probably could give this enough of a space. You know, like there, and or maybe a thinner bar. Okay, you know what? Let's. Okay, let's do this. Rounded, not rounded, unrounded. Oh, oops, Control F. Um. Maybe an energy bar. But I guess this is something that they kind of have to think about and play and account for. Maybe, maybe. Um, and I think we could do something. I don't know. I don't know why I chose this. Might be because it looked cool. Cool. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I figured that probably try to get this design out, um, and to kind of be what I wanted it to be. Um, oops, sorry, excuse me. You know, I was actually thinking perhaps go even smaller. You know, going a little bit smaller. You know, maybe more compact design. Yeah, you know what? And I think we can do it was like a cash gold design, cash and gold monetary value. You know what? I think this might be like, I would like to put, you know, a full on support in. Um, the support attack system A, B, and C. Um, but maybe go with the other design. This really minimalistic design. But I think it probably could put a number on the bottom. Hey, you can go ahead and use these four, but perhaps put a number here on the godly, okay, number of like, I'm really am thinking about perhaps just like, hey, put a count on the bottom. Number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. I mean, I could say, hey, you have, or gosh, in such a way. Let's say like you have like 15 shots left. We could probably put the number up on top, actually. And we could just say, hey, this is just one. Okay. Phew. Yeah. Dang. Okay. Wow. This thing actually took me a long time. But you know what? But you know what? This actually does work. Because I'm not going for the arcade style shoot 'em up game, but I'm trying to go for a little bit more narrative driven type. So, well, one of my most favorite beloved games that I used to play. But anyhow. Let me think. Was there any other game that's actually? I mean, they always go for scores. Maybe add scores towards the end. But this one looks kind of fun too as well. Ooh. Yeah. Grindstore Hardcore Gaming 101. Yeah, I mean, sure, hardcore gaming, but we'll kind of have to see. Um, so okay, wow. Um, yeah, this is not bad. For the players, HUD, and perhaps have the enemies can appear from the top too. It might kind of infuriate the players, but like, wait, how am I supposed to know that there's an enemy from the top? Actually, remove it. I mean, because we have is just the silent protagonist at this point. I mean, at least the protagonist is really not known, right? So all this person just really has is like shield, HP. That's it, and boom, done. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to be able to deploy missiles, strikes, and whatnot. Yeah. You know what? Then we can probably call this the HUD placeholder. Yeah. I'm just gonna go here. Go with this design. Yeah. I gotta admit, doing game development is really difficult. I mean, nobody says it's gonna be easy. Uh, but I mean, the saying goes is like, well, I mean, we're not the customer, right? Well, the customer's gonna buy our product, so I mean, that's kind of a reality at this point, right? Kind of build the reality. Yeah. But okay, so yeah. Ooh. Oh man. Yeah, being a solo indie game developer is pretty challenging. Not gonna lie. Um, but I think I would probably definitely learn a lot more. Um, yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're gonna use this the whole space. Um, this space, yeah, and just minimum show like the health bars and stuff. And I guess we can show. What'd you call it? Night. No. Was it game? Yeah. I want to see something, not look ahead. Okay, let's go back. Game UI database. Hello night. Was a Hollow Knight. Oh. Oh man, this one gives me a good idea. Gives me a very good idea of what I can do. But no, I'm gonna say this. So what I did here, okay, this guy. Okay. Oh, Control Y. Didn't I save that? Health bar. I would then say copy that. Energy bar. Boss title. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna stack it too as well. And we're gonna make the players' lives a living hell by doing this. um, yeah, some bosses will. Yeah. I think I might need to move this down a little. Here you go. Okay. Man. Ugh. Man. Oh, man. It was. I never think creating that HUD is gonna be quite. Well, I mean, I don't even think I even finished talking about what's the HUD gonna be necessarily look like, right? I'm sure we could go with, this kind of this design. Um, yeah, we can definitely go with this design. So I mean, people are gonna know is like, hey, keyboards, and you can fight this. R is definitely like, hey, shield does recharge, but I mean, yeah, shield's gonna recharge, but yeah, shield's gonna definitely recharge, or the enemy can drop some. You know, I don't know. I don't know necessarily now if we want the enemy. And actually, give me 1 second. I just forgot one thing. You know, gameplay a HUD, right? Oh yeah. Oh, that's no bueno. The player needs to know. Well. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep a leader scoreboard. We'll have to see. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna keep a leader scoreboard for this kind of game. It doesn't necessarily make sense for it. But yeah, enemies then could go over here, come over here, whatever. We can then use the parallax effect for this and target the player. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So I got about, let's say, 13 minutes. You know, there's a lot of things that I haven't thought up yet. Um, an implementation of the HUD. Since I don't, I'm probably going to do work on that on Monday. Yeah, on Monday. So, um, oh yeah, and today is Valentine's Day. So uh, those of you with couples, go out and have some fun today. And for those of you who are single, well, hang out with friends because it could be also singles days too as well. You just never know. Then we'll drink some water. And that being said, tomorrow's gonna be a gameplay. I'm gonna play a game tomorrow. I kind of haven't really necessarily decided. We're gonna play some games. It's gonna be really a chillaxing, kind of a day, right? You're gonna relax, chill, and just probably just chat, just talk, and whatnot. Dreams, aspirations. Um, Join my Discord group as well. So, uh, we can kind of hang out afterwards on Discord. Yeah. So it's part of the description below. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop here for the time being. Just because the designing of this aspect, the thinking out loud process took a lot longer than expected, and that's kind of because well, where does it fit, though, right? Where does it fit in this whole game, right? What's the dialogue system, right? Do we need a dialogue system? And I'm probably going to say that these first off is like, no, not for this demo. Right? I need to. I need to probably focus in more on the actual gameplay itself. Dialogue system, it just really seems so very secondary, and I probably even like, since we have so the silent protagonist route is something that I feel very strongly about. Um, think I think the players will want to figure out through showing of what is really kind of going on. Um, I think you did see a little bit of a full game story idea, but to kind of prove, at least to myself, is kind of get the whole the whole the whole dialogue, actual the whole the gameplay, right? I think the most intensive part is really kind of try to use the parallaxing space, meaning that you have the foreground, midground, the actual like layer, and the back, and another one behind. Um, you know that that itself maybe makes it a little more makes it difficult per se. Um, you probably need to even design like the for example, what is it? Uh, okay, so with like Metal Slug, you have like the ship, like big battleship melee, something like that, where the body is in the behind the back, but the turret that you're shooting against is somewhat like ahead. So there's a bit of that kind of animation design that kind of has to go into play. Um, with the HUD, okay, so with the HUD, right, we kind of got the design down. We're gonna scratch. Yeah, we're gonna scratch this. Where's the superscript, man? Oh, come on, super duper. Where are you, super duper? Come on. Horizontal line break. Wow, they don't have strike through. Wait, clear formatting. Really? Okay. Hey, you know what? Google Docs. Strike through. Open documents. Huh? Alt Shift 5. Okay. Cool. Okay, so Alt Shift 5. Here, I'm going to write down here. Because we are show but don't tell. So we got. You know what? I was going to just say prototyping stage finished. So we get that finished, but we still need to do the HUD implementation. As we simplified it quite a lot, it's gonna be quite easy to do. Oh, maybe I should put this on the next line. Oh shit! I guess we're going to the center protagonist show. Boom. Show, don't tell. Yeah. And I think it might be hard to not. Yeah, it might be. I still have some, like, I want to keep my options open, be open as possible, because it does seem that it does seem like we probably want to. Okay, we probably, yeah, with this demo. Okay, you know what? Here. Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. Actually, maybe not, because we'll do. I can say that we probably don't want to. It's probably because we actually we probably don't want to. It's probably because the dialogue system, right? We probably want to integrate this. Yeah, I think platformers are like an RPG type of games. In one sense, they're kind of easy to do. I think if you want to make a game more simple but complex, I think that's in itself is kind of easy to do, but kind of mixing in dialogue and RPG elements, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, we probably have to go. What was it? Old craft route. Player is the commander. But yeah, I think that's about it for now. So, I definitely apologize that we weren't able to get this, start to write code and implement this, and but this is kind of how the design process kind of works out, right? You gotta think about a lot of different things, get it all down on paper, just kind of make sure that how does it unify, does it make sense to add the stuff in here. I mean, you, to be honest, you could code a bunch of stuff, but if they don't kind of fit together, you're then going to be trying to force them, calling a bug a feature, right? Some bug as a feature, nice, that's great, but not always the case, right? So you better just want to minimize that risk. That being said, well, it's 1 a.m. and I'm probably going to head off to bed. Um, if you like like this stream, like to see where my progress is, it'll be do me a favor if you like this video, and then you subscribe this video, and you turn the bell notification icon on. That will help me a lot. Help me a lot. So you'll be updated. I'll be updated. But please just yeah, just it means a lot to me. Joining my Discord too as well. It means a lot as well. That way I could better serve you guys into what kind of things that you guys would like to see, um, and whatnot. But that being said, well, today is Valentine's Day for here in the U.S. So happy Valentine's Day. Hope you get many chocolates and have a good time. And I will see you around later.